Welcome to Wednesday Night is Overbooked. I am your host, Joker Voice. As we are entering the holiday season, we are here giving gifts of professional wrestling takes, hot takes, some good, some not so good. Speaking of not so good hot takes, to my stage right, it is the co-pilot of the show. Better late than never. It is LeftEyeEgo. Ego, how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. Sorry I'm late. Something's going on with the chat. I can't get any messages that you sent from like the last week or so. Like, so I'm trying to figure that out. It's got me logged in as you right now. Like, if you just DM me the link, I have to jump out and jump back in, man. I'm sorry.
Okay. Elon Musk, get your shit together.
Please.
All righty. And directly beneath him is the man who likes to watch the holes of worms in space. It is Devil 95. Brad, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm just getting off of having a very interesting conversation with Chat GPT about why Jey Uso sucks.
Wow. Please do tell.
Oh, it is so long. First off, it starts by saying how great he is. And then I go, wait a minute. What if he's not great? And then it worked out very strange. It ultimately ended up me saying I'm being told it's not right to call someone stupid for having a bad opinion. So
is that so? Wow.
Yeah. Not that this is pointed at anyone, and I certainly did not bring up the possibility of Jade Cargill being great wrestler. I'm just gonna have to maybe I'll just copy it and share it to you guys.
That sounds wonderful. And directly beneath me is the one-man Baconator hailing from parts unknown. It is Matt. How are you, sir?
I'm ready to come smashing down anyone who opposes our wrestling show. I'm feeling good.
Good to hear. And Ego, I just sent that to your personal DMs there. So Ego will be right back, folks. And let's check out who we have in the chat here. We have our wrench among wrenches, dropping links already in the chat, and that is the wonderful, the talented, the amazing Mr. Jacob Ironside. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, post-show last week, we had hit our goal of double-digit likes, which is the goal for every show, which we want to do for every show, which is free for you guys to do. All you got to do, hit that thumbs up button. And while you're doing that, be sure to check down in the description. All of our links are there for our socials and all of our YouTube channels. So if you don't mind, folks,
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?
Thank you, Harley. So we hit our banger show mark, which meant we got to talk to Momo, which is one thing that we love doing here. So post-show, we readjusted to get to 13 likes, which I'm just looking right now. We're already at 7 likes, folks. We're just a few likes away from already knocking the show out as a banger show to start with. But post-show, we hit our readjusted goal of 13, which means, Momo, do you have something to say? Thank you, Momo. So because we hit that goal, we are going to start with, we have another little lovely, one of our little special segments that we do from time to time. And that is, we find these lovely little things here. And we're going to, yes. So we're going to keep one, drop one, or turn one heel. In the keep section, AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss. Drop 1, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch. Turn 1 heel, Stephanie Vaquer, Bianca Belair, or Lyra Valkyria. So, Ego, who would you keep?
I'm going to have to keep. I have to keep the mommy herself, man. I gotta keep her.
You're going to keep mommy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Brad, who would you keep?
Alexa Bliss.
And I think Matt might be verging around the same thing. Matt, you would keep?
It breaks my heart to say this because I love AJ Lee, but I would keep Alexa Bliss.
I would. She is actually the middle child of these three. She's barely 33 years old, and what she's been doing, what she did something near impossible. She made Charlotte Flair likable. So for that alone, you may have to keep Alexa Bliss.
Alexa is the hottest woman in wrestling.
I won't go that far, but
I will.
She's definitely top 10.
She's definitely in there. Now, we have to drop one. We got to drop the man, Becky Lynch, drop the queen, Charlotte Flair, or drop the little Jezebel, Liv Morgan. We'll go in reverse order. Matt, who are you dropping?
Oh, there's a no-brainer. I'm dropping Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
Never got her. Never could stand her.
All right. Brad.
As the kids say, yes, queen. I mean, we could drop Liv in a different matter, but that's
just
kid show.
Yes, kid show. Ego, who are you dropping?
I gotta drop Charlotte. Like, I gotta drop Charlotte.
It's unanimous.
No
We're dropping Charlotte. I mean, legacy, sure, whatever.
I guess.
Becky's a lot more valuable doing the inside work, and Liv is just too big of a star now, so you can't drop her. Okay. All right, turn one heel. The Dark Angel, the EST, or Bird Girl. Brad.
I'm going with Stephanie.
Dude, it turns Stephanie heel. So leaning into this more demoness type aesthetic that she has.
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
Ego.
I don't care about Lyra at all.
I don't know, Brad, because if she turns heel, instead of hearing woo, we hear caw. Like, don't you want to see that?
She becomes a crow. We already had the crow. It was called Sting.
Exactly. See what I mean? I don't care about her either.
You little cheap pop merchant there, Ego.
I turned Stephanie heel. Maybe that'd be awesome to see. I like her lean into that and actually hold goal for a little bit longer as a heel.
All right, Matt.
So between Stephanie and Bianca, I think of it this way. Stephanie is in the middle of her sort of like boil. She's a face, but she's real close to being a tweener. And she's building right now, whereas Bianca needs a heel turn to sort of revitalize her current character. So I would turn Bianca.
I tend to agree. B is very close to that Cena-esque territory where you almost can't turn her heel because she's such the uber baby face that you almost can't.
We don't want any more John Cena's.
No, we do not. We do not want another one of those. So that was our little special segment, which we will get another one next week if we get to double-digit likes, which we are already at 8. 2 away. Just 2 away, folks. Now, the meat of the show, there was a lot of news going around. Some of the stuff is still kind of in flux over the kind of the big media entertainment news. The Warner Brothers the bidding war was over, then it's not over. We don't know where it's all going with all of this. Now, the bigger implications is what's going to happen to the entertainment industry. Either one is bad. Paramount or Netflix is bad for the overall entertainment industry. But
I don't agree. But that's a different issue.
That's fine. That's another show.
Discussion.
But since we're talking about professional wrestling, and one of the two biggest promotions in the world, their home is Warner Brothers Discovery, the question begs, is AEW in trouble? Now, I do not have any, I was asleep most of the day, so I do not have any updated info. I know I asked Brad to kind of keep tabs on this whole thing. What's the latest? Is it Brad
on the WB purchase
yes
stuff?
Yes,
Well, my understanding is that Paramount is trying to do a hostile takeover
correct,
by appealing to the shareholders,
correct.
because they actually offered more money than
$20
Netflix
billion
is offering.
more, 20 billion.
Right.
more.
The reason the WB one, I'm sorry, the Netflix one was taken is because the CEO, shoot, I just forgot his name, had a guarantee of money on it if things did not
Zaslav?
go through.
Right.
Yeah, Zaslav.
Well,
Zaslav.
Okay,
Zaslav.
so-
Yeah, there's a guarantee of money for him, like billions of dollars.
Five. So if the deal goes south,
He still gets.
the Warner Brothers is guaranteed $5 billion, regardless.
I thought it was more like he's getting most of it.
Well, there's also okay. So this thing. So what Zaslav is they offered him a stock strike price at $10 per, like 10 and change per share. So and that was 224 million shares.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
once the sale happened, Zaslav can then buy 24 million shares at $10 per share.
Okay, so
Well, hold on, Matt. And then a minute after that purchase is done, resell those at market price, which is like $28.
that happens all the time.
Right, I get it, but he would make he himself would make like $400 million. So without getting into the weeds of all of this, since we don't know, and even if they announce who a buyer is, Brad, this deal is not going to happen overnight.
Oh no, this is years in the making. I mean,
So,
yeah,
please explain. Please
it may
explain.
not even be next year. I mean, there's so many legal hurdles it has to go through, and of course, then you got issues of monopolies. So you're
Yeah.
going to have a lot of trade issues, federal trade issues going on. I mean, we keep seeing the marketplace shrink and shrink and shrink with all these companies. There used to be dozens of studios, and now it's becoming one giant conglomerate.
But here's what needs to be understood. Okay,
Okay, Matt, go.
Discovery owns Warner. Discovery is only Warner is being sold off. Okay,
Mhm.
Right.
So-
That's I was gonna get to that, but go on.
here's the thing about this sale. People complain about it. If they don't let them sell Warner as a whole off, as I've already said, we're going to sell the content pieces off, and they can't stop that. That's selling like like some like
The
I don't know what
IPs.
are they?
The IPs.
The IPs off. Yeah,
That's
The second
actually
thing-
very, very similar to what Marvel did in the 90s when they sold off properties, which is
Yeah.
why everything was owned by Sony and Fox and all this stuff
Universal,
until Disney came in and gobbled it all back up.
And the
Okay.
second thing to understand which affects AEW is
I will. Okay. Can I?
he may not be selling the cable networks
Okay.
with the rest of it. That's got to be mentioned.
Okay. And I'm going to mention that right now. So
Yeah.
under the Netflix deal, Netflix is buying the IPs and the studios. So that would be DC Studios, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Harry Potter, the
Mhm.
Monsterverse, the Godzilla
That's legendary.
Monsters. So it's under Warner as well.
I know, but Legendary Studios is under. I'm saying you're looking for the name. I'm telling you, I'm just mentioning it was Legendary.
Okay, thank you. So all the IPs, and basically the studios and HBO Max, what they would not be buying is this thing called Discovery Global, which would basically hold all the linear and cable TV networks. So your TBS, TNT, CNN, the Food Network, Discovery Channel, all of the stuff you would get on your, basically all the stuff that Zaslav had coming into it, plus the Warner Brothers cable and TV networks. Now, from what I've heard, the Paramount deal, they want to buy it all, buy the whole thing. Okay, so as this relates to AEW, and joining us right now is Mr. Laurence Knight. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
All righty. So as I was saying, how does this affect AEW? In the immediate short term, it doesn't. Does not affect them at all. They are right now 1 year in to a 3 year with a 4th year option media rights deal, where Dynamite and Collision are on TNT and TBS. Under the Netflix deal, that does not change. That will not change. Paramount deal, that may get dicey. The issue now comes in where their streaming platform, where this is what Tony Khan really wanted. He wanted the streaming platform where you can simulcast your weekly TV on HBO Max. He wanted to have an archive of past AEW events. He also wanted it to where you could run your pay-per-views through HBO Max. Now, as Brad said, this is the middle of a deal here. So for about a year, nothing's going to change. It's when Netflix, after, let's say it's Netflix and they've won the bidding war. Netflix is going to start absorbing the HBO Max content onto themselves. I don't see Netflix running an AEW product when they are in bed with TKO and the WWE to the tune of 10-year, $5 billion. So that's a problem for Tony Khan in about a year or two. If it's Paramount, it gets worse because Paramount is in a deal with TKO and the UFC, 7-year, $7.7 billion. If Paramount grabs the whole thing, Tony Khan's fucked. So,
With no protection.
With no,
No,
at
he's
all.
not, because neither he nor his father care about that.
Okay. Matt, I'm going to let you defend this because you are the apologist for AEW here. No, tell me how this doesn't affect Tony Khan at all.
The Khans run AEW and the Jacksonville Jaguars, by the way, the way George Steinbrenner ran the Yankees. He does not care about
We know.
They don't. He doesn't care. They don't care about the revenue stream from streaming or whatever. It's nice to have. AEW.
Whoa. They don't care about. They don't care about $600 million. I highly doubt that.
They probably make more than that in like an hour from their Middle Eastern money.
Oh God.
These guys are insanely rich. And they
That's
run
still $600 million though.
It's still $600 million.
To them, 600 million is probably like 3,000 is to you or me. If
Then they can
cared
hand
about
it.
the
They
money,
can hand it over to me.
if they cared about the money, they would have closed AEW down in 2022. Okay, it's been losing money on TNT and TBS since at least 2020, the end of 2021, because TBS and TNT have been losing money for that long. Okay, and you need to understand. I wish they cared about this product and wanted to make it better. I really fucking wish they did, but they don't. They pay for AEW because they want to see a particular type of wrestling, and it's like they're funding it for themselves, and we just get to watch. You know what I mean? They're not like. I wish they were better businessmen in that regard. You know, the Jaguars might be a better football team too. You know. So
Okay. I will agree with you in this sense that Tony Khan is the ultimate reason why AEW is going to fail, because he books his show for what he likes to watch and a certain group of sickos, which is what he has called the fans, the sickos, and he refuses to change. But as far as finding a home for his product, if either of these deals go through, they are fucked. Ego, thoughts?
I mean, say what you will about not caring about $600 million. If you don't care about the money, it's an hit to your ego to have something that no one wants to watch. So I don't know how it works with this in the interim, like saying that it's just on TBS, or like, hey, do I have a contract that I can sign with someone just for the streaming rights? I agree. If you're going to have a conflict of interest with UFC, if it goes to Paramount, or if you go to Netflix, there's definitely a conflict there. So you're stuck. And again, take it from somebody who cheers for a team with a megalomaniac billionaire owner. Okay, ego is everything, and the last thing you want is a product no one can watch or wants to watch. So best believe he's gonna have to. I think they're kind of gonna be in panic mode until they find someone to get these streaming rights to. Yeah, that's where I am with it. It's a crazy thing to know, but that's what I think.
I agree, and Tony Khan will never say it, and because he will keep saying that 2025 is one of the best years that AEW's ever had. He's panicking. Brad, your thoughts?
Oh
yeah. I just don't see. Well, first off, something's going to happen with Warner. That's the bottom line.
Correct.
I mean, it's either going to get purchased, it's either going to break apart. And wherever AEW ends up, they're going to end up. But I honestly think the real problem is just the product is getting worse and worse. At least, like, there are people there that can perform, but I think having it just be, the guy playing with his wrestling figures is hurting it more than anything.
Right. And as Matt has said, that the product is suffering. For the last 3 years, there's been a measured 15% drop in viewership year over year. Mm-hmm. So in 3 years, they have lost about half their audience. Mm-hmm. Laurence, your thoughts on the future of AEW? Is AEW in trouble from a business standpoint as far as a media home?
Regardless of what's going on right now with the Netflix versus Paramount deal, AEW was in trouble anyway. The product, I mean, you look at the venues that he's packing, and
packing. Is it that?
Yeah, that was a Freudian slip.
Thank you.
But the quality is a subpar indie look. I've been to indie promotions. I've been to indie promotional shows that look better than what I'm seeing. He's not putting any money into it. He's not putting any effort into it. I don't know why, but even what's it been about 2 years now? All of a sudden, the certain people like Orange Cassidy and them now they've all been reverted back to the original music, and that doesn't make any sense to me as to why. It's just a lot of things have been going on with that product. So the contract deal right now is not a problem with anybody because
It doesn't
both
take
well
effect
both
yet.
yeah, and both the cons and the news and the media stations they can write it off on their taxes as at a loss. So they're getting something out of that. Now, as far as the deal that's going to go through, that deal is going to go through. And that's why earlier today, as I've been watching what's going on, I went to Walmart and I bought a special present for Tony Khan. I'm going to try to find out where I can mail it, and I'm gonna gift wrap it. And when he opens it up, he's gonna see the biggest bottle of KY that I could find to make the ramming much smoother. Because regardless of who grabs him, he's the hoe in the street, and it's two pimps fighting. And at some point, one of them's gonna snatch him up out of here and bend him over. Him and his program. He's out.
All right. Wow, that's quite the statement there, and a visual that I never want to. Let's yeah.
It'll be Left Eye doing the ramming too on their behalf.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Catching strays, dude. What the hell?
We're gonna shift gears here as we had another premium live event, not from the main roster, but the final premium live event from NXT. It was NXT Deadline, and Deadline was better than Survivor Series.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels, I don't know what you're doing down there, but for some reason, Shawn Michaels can put together a 5-match card where Triple H is having problems putting 5 matches. First, it was a problem doing 6 matches for a premium live event. Now he's having a problem putting 5, which I just heard from WrestleVotes that the Royal Rumble is probably only going to be a 4-match event as well.
That's too many.
Wow.
I know. Way too many.
I think we need more promos and ads in between things.
Right. I mean,
I was a part of Deadline. I enjoyed it more than WrestleMania.
Well, I'll tell you, I think you all definitely have a point. In fact, I think while the Royal Rumble matches are going on, they all need to stop so that the commercials can go. Just literally just stop wrestling. If somebody's going over the top rope, freeze them in midair so that the commercials can go on.
They can have each wrestler spray paint a promo like a company's logo on them, so that when they walk in the ring, they just advertise.
Advertising, exactly.
All right, so now that I can stop hurting cats again, God. So this brings up: is there something down in Orlando that allows Shawn Michaels to put together a better event with more matches, so fans get a better experience? That's just my thought. Now, now more matches does not necessarily equate to a better show. I mean, just take AEW, who will give you a 5-hour show, but it's got like 13 matches in it. It's just match after match after match after match after match. You get it.
JV, I know what happened, JV. I know what happened.
Okay, well,
when Triple H was having that heart surgery, Vince's master plan kicked in. He transplanted his brain to Triple H's body.
Ah, there we go. That's it. Okay, that's. But it leads me to a question that I made a video on today, and that is HBK the best at booking a wrestling show for the year 2025. Just going by what Shawn Michaels has to do. I mean, just the entirety. For one, he not only books, he's not only the head of creative for the NXT TV show, which means he's got his team, he has his writers, he has his coaches and producers. He's also in charge of talent development at the Performance Center. So you're talking folks from WWE ID schools, NIL kids, incoming free agents, homegrown talent, which your roster is in a complete state of flux because you have no idea who you're going to be keeping and who's going to the main roster at any given time. And for Shawn,
should they go?
And for Shawn to put together a coherent show, I mean, yes, it's definitely feels like a CW show. Don't get me wrong, but it's one of the most viewed shows on that network. Is Shawn Michaels the best? The best head is Shawn Michaels the best head creative for 2025. Lawrence, your thoughts?
When you say is he the best creator, are you saying just among WWE or AEW or
Yes, and TNA for this year.
Okay.
Strictly for this year.
I would say as far as just the big companies that we've seen, I'm not going to include TNA, which I'm sure you'll get into that. I heard about the media deal. I'll leave that to you.
AMC.
I would say yes, and honestly, that's not saying much because there's some booking issues that I have with Shawn Michaels, such as why is Omofebi still there? Why is he the champion again? Why would you give Peter Paxton the title and then take it back from the league? It's just stupid.
True. We can talk about that in just a bit. Matt, your thoughts on Shawn Michaels and the year 2025.
So in 2025, I did not watch as much wrestling as I did in the past, just for medical reasons. I only saw AEW, WWE, NXT, CMLL, AAA, GWF, and 2 or 3 other minor federations. Could not TNA, and I couldn't watch very much New Japan at all. So in the context of what I saw, right, Triple H is far and away the best booker, showrunner. Yeah.
You mean Shawn Michaels?
Who did I say? Booker T? My brain,
Triple H.
Triple H, yeah. Shawn Michaels, yeah. I just took some meds right before the show, guys, so.
That explains a lot. Okay. All right, Brad.
Oh my God! I just realized it even makes sense. If Vince's brain's in Triple H, this explains why we haven't seen Vince. He's locked away with Triple H's brain inside him, and if he escapes, it will reveal the plan. It makes so much sense.
All right, Brad, your thoughts on 2025?
Well, as you know, I pretty much just watch regular WWE, and I can't watch weekly. I mainly watch the PLEs. I watch highlights. I watch stuff on the shows, and I read all the reviews. I think the reviews are actually pretty helpful. Consistently what I see is NXT puts on better shows overall for the ratings. And when you look at the big shows throughout the year, like WrestleMania was just kind of meh, and Survivor Series was meh, and WrestlePalooza, I mean, guys, what are you doing? So I mean,
Boring.
when you get down to it, I think maybe Shawn is booking best, and maybe actually does have the fact that maybe it's because he's interacting more with the guys and women down there. You know, if he's down there with the Performance Center, learning them, seeing them on a daily basis, understanding, you know what, this is how I can book to this person's specific talents better. So maybe having that close interaction allows him to put on a better product, knowing, and also it's almost like having limited resources in a way. You know, you don't have as much, as you do with, big flashy WWE. So it's sort of like, I'm just going to say Picard season 3, because I'm a Trek guy. Picard season 3 is a bottle show. They had limited resources, but they put on a heck of a show because they knew what they wanted to do. Sean knows what he wants to do. He knows what he has, and he utilizes his talent and his resources to maximize what he can put on.
Okay, Ego, your thoughts on the Heartbreak Kid and the year he's had in it? Has this been his best year as head of NXT since he took over 3 years ago?
Post WrestleMania, yes, to me.
Okay.
I say everything else after that's been pretty good, but I think the decided advantage that Shawn Michaels has over Triple H is the fact that he manages egos that aren't necessarily fully formed yet. Triple H has to deal with a lot more egos for guys that have been in the business not as long as he has, but they've been there under the old regime before Triple H got there. There's a lot of more soothing of egos and dealing with producers and all the politics that goes with it, and having to deal with the social media people that are already established, as opposed to Shawn Michaels, who's, got people coming in the door that's already willing and able to learn, and people that are coming in from cross promotions that need that boost to get to the next level. They may come in with a more tempered attitude or more humility compared to what Triple H is having to deal with. But I still think since WrestleMania, he's definitely been the best booker of the year.
Okay, so let me ask this, because I had this thought here. When Paul Levesque came in and was starting to take more control on the creative side of the main roster, a majority of the new talent were his kids. The Kevin Owenses, the Sami Zayns, the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins, Becky, Charlotte, Bayley. These were all his kids that he was now overseeing on the main roster. A lot of the new talent that we have in the WWE now, Lyra Valkyria, Ilya Dragunov, Lash Legend, Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Carmelo Hayes, Axiom, and the talent that's about to be called up. These are Sean's kids now. Do you think an NXT call up to the main roster for Shawn Michaels is in order? Like, let's say, give him SmackDown, give Shawn SmackDown, because clearly Road Dogg is not cutting it. So give Shawn a shot at this. Quick thoughts, Ego.
It is not worth a Jade Cargill slipping through the cracks of NXT and being on main roster for Shawn Michaels to be put on any form of main roster.
So you say no?
I cannot sacrifice him and have someone slip through the cracks that cannot wrestle, can't put on a promo, and is being shot to superstardom out of mediocrity. I can't have that, and I can't watch that in real time. No.
Okay. Brad, thoughts?
I'm just trying to understand Ego's point that
Yeah,
he doesn't want Sean to come up to the main roster because he let Jade through. Is that your point, Ego?
No, I'm
Okay.
saying that had you had someone, you know what I'm saying, JV?
I don't think he wants Sean to have to deal with Jade.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is I don't like Shawn Michaels is going to have you in and do it the right way on the come up. I don't want to have to deal with someone like a Jade Cargill that's put there and wasn't in the NXT Performing Institute for him to help shape, mold, and regulate.
Okay.
I can't risk that happening.
Okay. So, Brad, your thoughts?
He could probably do well, but honestly, from what I've seen in commentary from Sean, I think he's perfectly happy not traveling.
Yeah.
He when he moved over, he moved his whole family over.
Right.
I think he likes being in that community. So I mean, yeah, Sean could do it, but I think actually he would suffer because I think he thrives just being in that community. So yeah, I think he may have the mind for it, but if you're not comfortable, and I don't think he would be. I don't think he wants to be doing that. I think he's happy at his point in life where it's like, I don't mind being the mentor. the professor teaching all the kids before they go off to fight other mutants. I'm gonna train the new mutants before they become X-Men. So
No,
Got it.
nice.
Gotcha. All right. Quick thoughts, Lawrence.
I agree. I think Sean's happy where he's at. I think he could run SmackDown well, but I think he should stay put. I think NXT. Who would run NXT after he left?
That's my
Tensai
question too.
or Albert, whatever his name is. The guy who sits next to him.
Yeah, the
That's,
guy that's been there for how long has Albert been down there in NXT?
longer
been a
than
while.
Sean.
Longer than Sean.
Yeah. I don't have the faith in him to run it. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Okay. I'm just tossing it out there. There is no right answer.
It's a good question. I mean,
Yeah.
no, it's a fair question. I think he would do well. I think he would. I don't think Eagle would have to worry about Sean having to deal with Jade Cargill because I think the moment he got there, that belt would be taken off of her and she would fall asleep and wake up in NXT.
or Evolve. All right.
Which
Matt.
is actually where she actually should be is Evolve.
Yes. Yes. Matt, quick thoughts.
Same. Well, I mean, I don't think Sean. I agree. Sean staying put in the Performance Center, living in that area in great weather with his family, probably going to mean it won't happen. But he would be a vast improvement over Roadkill over in SmackDown. Honestly, he'd be a vast improvement over. Yeah, honestly, it'd be a vast improvement over Triple H running everything to be the way things are going now.
I hear you. Now, it's not exactly a premium live event, but there is something going on this Saturday, and that is Saturday night's main event for the last time. We have got Saturday night's main event, the final one of this year, John Cena's final performance as a WWE in-ring talent. And we will be doing a live recap after the show, about half an hour after the show, which you can catch right here on this channel, which also we're still hovering at 8 likes, folks. We're 2 likes away from a banger show. We want to talk to Momo again. So as you're looking down in the description at our socials and YouTube channels, where we would love your eyes to look at our content, give us the likes, give us all the subscribes as well. So if you don't mind, folks.
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?
Make sure to hit that like button as well to give us just a few more likes to get us to double digits. That's our goal for every show. So we have a 4-match card. It's a 2-hour show, 4-match card. That's been pretty standard for Saturday night's main event. But this time we're going to be featuring NXT talent for this show. As this is the card right here. And from what I'm understanding, the last match of John Cena versus the Ring General Gunther, this is actually going to open the show.
Oh wow,
That makes sense.
Wow.
This goes along. A lot of folks are kind of upset, like this should be the main event. This is why everyone's coming.
Oh,
I'm not going to defend WWE. The only reason that I can make this make sense, I guess, because of everything John's been saying about this show, is I want to give back. I want to feature NXT. So if this match goes first, you get to stay and watch the new kids show up. So real quick, thoughts on this match and who goes over Ego.
It's in true Cena fashion to want to say, hey, I want to give back, but I also want to, make sure that my match is going to be first, and that's it. And I can watch the rest of the talent for the new generation, which is great. That's in his personality. But I still think Gunther goes over at the end of this and properly retires Cena.
Okay, Brad, thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I think everyone is going to agree that Gunther's going to go over on this. I was a little surprised when you said at first, because I hadn't heard that this will be the first match, but thinking about what Cena's talked about and the fact that, you know, NXT talent's being highlighted, it makes sense its placement in the schedule.
Okay. Matt, thoughts?
Even though Gunther is a heel, he's a tweener heel. So he has an honorable heel persona. Gunther goes over clean. They shake hands. Gunther walks out of the ring. And this I think is the real reason they're doing it first. To have the full Cena celebration, like when the fans are lively and they can make the most viewership out of it.
Right. And
So-
not have the Goldberg moment where they
Yeah.
cut him off in his speech. Larry, thoughts?
Gunther will not tap him out. Gunther will go over by putting Cena in a sleeper hold, and Cena will pass out. And then, like you said, they'll shake hands. Cena will get his celebration. He won't get cut off. I mean, everything that you guys said, that's exactly what's going on. And I suspect that Sean won't be running NXT by himself. I suspect that John Cena is going to be right there too, in some
Possibly.
capacity.
Oh.
Possibly. So let's see what else we got here on the show tonight. Well, we will come back to that one. Okay, let's go. We do have a ladies match, and it is the Bailey, future Hall of Famer, versus Sol Ruka,
Left Eye's ex-girlfriend.
one of the shining stars of NXT, who I found out when she came to the Performance Center just a few short years ago. No wrestling experience whatsoever.
No.
Wow.
She's one of the most athletically capable women wrestlers we have today, though.
She was a gymnast at University of Oregon. So, Lawrence, your thoughts on this match?
This match could go either way. This is, besides Cena, this is the one that I'm really looking at, because it's going to be a damn good one, and I can't predict who's going to win. If Bailey wins, I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with it. If Sol Ruka wins, I don't think anybody has a problem with it.
Nope.
But I think Bailey's going to go over, and I think it's going to be because of what's her name?
Zarya.
Yeah, Zarya. I think it's gonna be. I think Zarya is gonna cost Sol that match.
Now, does Bailey get her soul snatched?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Now, he gets paid. I don't know, but I don't think so. But yeah, she's definitely her soul is her
Up
soul
for grabs?
is on loan. Yeah, it's about to be loaned out.
All right. All right. Matt, thoughts on this match?
So this match is interesting in that it's the one of the four. It's the one with the least long-term implications, so to
Right.
speak.
Right.
So I think that's why this match is here. Either Bailey wins with shenanigans or Sol Ruka goes over. That's the way I see this one going. I'll just go with Sol because I'm going because of the Sol. You know.
Gotcha. Brad, I know you have not watched a lot of Sol Ruka, but you've seen but I'm sure you've seen highlights and whatnot.
JV, what was that
Matt?
big team-up match she was in? We could link that to Brad because she was great in that. Remember you and I talked about it a while back?
I'll send it into some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, Brad, your thoughts?
If just generally, honestly, I feel like Bailey's kind of teetering towards the end. And given how, look, again, I don't watch Sol Ruka, but hearing what you talk about, she's very impressive, especially having very little background at all other than gymnastics. If you're looking to actually highlight talent, if Bailey wins, it's just going to be a bear thing. It's just going to be maybe something shenanigans, like you're saying some feud down in NXT.
Right.
But I could really see maybe Sol Ruca going over potentially for, a call up early next year to get the fans familiar with her. Other the main roster fans.
Right. Ego, your thoughts?
Man, like Matt said, it's the one with the least implications for anything moving forward. I love Sol Ruca to win and go over, but I think Bailey pulls it out with us due to some shenanigans. But it's good to get Sol Ruca some main roster shine to the crowd that may not watch NXT as much as the more diehard wrestling fan does. So I got Bailey going over.
Okay, so I'm leaning towards Sol Ruca going over in this match. We got four matches. One is main roster NXT, one main roster the retiree, and then 2 singles matches. I think of the 3 matches that involve NXT talent, in 2 of those matches, the NXT talent goes over, and I think this is one of them. Now, the other match we have, which Ego, I think this match has you written all over it. You are the big spot wrestler fan. We have for a tag team exhibition, AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and Dragon Lee versus the young OG of NXT, Javon Evans, teaming with the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater.
Wow.
Just so you know, if you combine the ages of Leon Slater and Javon Evans, they are still younger than almost everyone on this panel by a decade.
Wow.
Yeah, Leon Slater is 20 years old.
Wow.
And
wait a minute.
Mr. Evans is 21.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait.
What, Brad?
Wait, is Leon one of Heath's kids? Because remember, he said he's got kids. He's like in his early 40s.
If he comes,
How
from Slaterville, where he's his father, a bunch of offspring.
If he had a baby in London, sure. Now, I had talked about this. How cool is this for Leon Slater? Okay, this is the TNA X Division champion, and you're standing across the ring from AJ Styles,
One of the kings of the X Division.
one of the founders of the X
Oh yeah.
Division.
But some of the founders aren't as good as AJ was in there.
Right. Now, I mentioned this is right up Ego's alley because this is going to be a spot fest. Now, Ego, just don't get too. I mean, if you need to go take a moment, I'll completely understand. Leon Slater's finishing move is a Swanton 450.
God damn. I'm having a moment right now. Okay.
I'm nauseous already thinking about that.
So, who goes over in this match? Laurence, let's start with you.
Leon Styles.
Okay. Matt, thoughts?
This will be this is going to be the best match of the night. You will see stuff going on in this that are
may not
like
be human. That may not be
like,
human.
if you watch Javon Evans and what I will tell you was a horrible match. It's not from an in-ring point of view, but from a writing point of view. Probably we'll talk about that in a minute. He does some incredible rope, and he's a big guy. Like he's like 6'7" or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Javon?
He did a move where he jumped. I thought he was he seemed maybe close to Oba. He seemed bigger than Oba. Anyway,
No, he's not. But go on.
Anyway, he did a move where he jumped up to the top rope, like Undertaker middle of the rope, not near the edge, and kind of flipped and did like a flip.
Matt, I must interrupt. Just saw we hit 11 likes. This is the Banger Show, which means we talked to Momo.
And Momo approves of Javon Evans.
Yes.
He jumped up to the top rope and did a flipping knee strike to Oba's head. And that was just one of like 7 moves he pulled off like that.
Yeah, he is a highlight reel.
Yeah. And AJ, we know what he can do. We know Dragon Lee can do. If I've seen Leon Slater, I don't remember it, but I'm sure this match is going to be a spot fest for sure.
Get the popcorn ready.
Yeah.
Brad, thoughts?
Obviously, the only ones I know are AJ and Dragon Lee. I know what they can do. Hearing this, I mean, it does sound like you guys are making this out to be a high velocity match.
Yes.
So, and depending on where it is in the show, I don't know, where do you think it's going to place? Maybe third,
Second.
right? Second is going to be second after John Cena.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I would do it.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a better idea because then you don't want to be hot you don't want to go hot to hot like that. So yeah, I mean, this could be really good. Honestly, it seems like they're putting together just a really solid show.
Yes.
It's weird.
Which then brings us to what will probably be the main event.
Oh my God.
And that is Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, versus the newly crowned NXT champion for the second time, Oba Femi. Now there is a lot of controversy. Some folks are not happy that even Oba is the champion because some folks have been saying it doesn't make any sense. Why did you take the belt off of Ricky Saints just to put it on Oba? Blah 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 blah. Because the stipulation was whoever won that title match was going to face Cody Rhodes. Apparently, they're not ready for Ricky Saints to come to the main roster yet.
Yeah.
They want to showcase Oba. So going into storyline down the road, I don't think Oba is going to hold the NXT title for very long. We got New Year's Evil coming up, and then right after that is the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And with what they have going, you could easily put Oba in a triple threat or a fatal 4-way match. That way you protect him, still make him look strong. You can take the belt off of him and then send him to Riyadh to just wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Now, what intrigued me the most was the promo Oba gave right after he won the title. This was, the man is ready. If there was any doubt, he is ready. He basically was saying something to the effect of, Ricky, you were unable to stop change. Change is destiny. Change is me. When change met the dinosaurs, he sent the meteor. When change met man from the Old Testament, he sent the flood. When change comes to the main roster, you send the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, Oba Femi.
And when wrestling needed a change for the worse, they sent Tony Khan.
So this promo here is almost the I am inevitable, but it's also I am an act of God.
Yeah.
And with his accent, it is perfect. His stature, the man is going. Triple H, do not fuck this man up. Do not fuck this man up.
Stop talking. You're gonna.
It won't be
calling into being.
It'll be Roadkill.
Okay.
He's going to.
Yeah, he'll be put on SmackDown.
All right. So, thoughts on who goes over on this match? I think because you can still protect Cody because you got something brewing here. Drew McIntyre can show up, and allows Oba to go over Cody Rhodes. Ego, thoughts?
I'm thinking because I don't personally know who it is. I don't know if y'all have sussed it out. I'm thinking that Oba goes over Cody because of the dude that's running around in the all black with the
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
I've heard their names floated. I'll talk with y'all backstage about
Someone
it.
said he wasn't there that night.
I'll ask, but I think that's what winds up happening. I think it's shenanigans that go over. It protects both guys from damaging any momentum they may have. But I feel like Oba goes over Cody.
Okay, Brad, thoughts?
I think the idea of a run-in allowing Oba to win makes sense because you still have to protect Cody as your good baby face. Oba cut, kind of a heelish promo when you really think about it. I mean,
He's a heel.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, So I mean, he can go over with shenanigans and him not care about it, as opposed to like the honorable heel that Gunther is. So I think he might go over just to prep him coming in, but with shenanigans. I don't think it's gonna be a clean. I think shenanigans to set up something like you're saying, Drew or someone against Cody.
Right. Matt, thoughts quickly.
Quick thoughts. Oba's a tweener heel. He gets cheered a lot, so they don't have him go full like dark side or cringy heel. Because they know he gets cheered. Like when Macho Man was a heel, he still got all those cheers. Who should win? Oba should win with some outside interference to sort of set the match up for the future, right?
Gotcha.
And this is Oba's big premiere, so to speak.
Biggest match of his life. Biggest match of his life.
And like my personal view is this sets the hunt, puts Oba on the hunt. He should go to Royal Rumble, go in first, win the whole thing, and WrestleMania.
Okay. That's not happening, but fine. Laurence, quick, your thoughts on Oba Cody.
Shenanigans happen. Oba goes over.
Gotcha. All right. So this looks like it may end 2025 with a decent show. However, we can't say the same for the entirety of 2025, which brings us into the staple of this show. It is the Wednesday Night Overbooked Top 5, where we take a topic and we give our 5 best takes. Our number 5 take gets 1 point. Our number 1 take gets 5 points. And at the end, our legal expert, Duke Devil 95, changes his name to Price Waterhouse, and we get a definitive scientific answer for this topic. We have reached our goal of double-digit likes, 11. Readjust it. We got time left in the show. Let's get to 13 before the show is over, folks. 2 more likes before the show is over. So we're talking the year 2025 as we're closing it out. Our biggest disappointments for 2025. Ego, I'm going to start with you, sir.
All right. So I'm not sure what category this goes into, but I called it the return of the relegated. Pretty much people we did not want to see that against our will came back anyway. I'm talking about Goldberg and Nikki Bella. I don't like momentum killers.
Legends that should have been killed.
Long ago. Yeah, that's number 5, and I guess it's more or less self-explanatory the more we've talked about it.
Gotcha. Brad,
I'm calling this "Where in the World is WWE?" And by that, I mean how difficult it is now to try to find WWE products on so many different platforms.
they're just
Coming
everywhere.
into the year, we started with Netflix, and then before that we had Peacock, and I'm old enough to remember the WWE Network, where it all was, and now it's all over the place. And trying to latch on to watch a PLE is becoming impossible.
Yes, you are.
Well, you're not wrong.
Matt, your biggest disappointment of 2025.
Tied for 5th are Shihad and Tony Khan, who started 2025 with new media deals and some decent storylines leading into it, and managed to drive their fucking product into the ground by just making it simulated UFC with no storylines other than one, and making it sure to want to watch the program.
Gotcha. Laurence, you're number 5.
this network deal with it should be higher on the list, but I have to say that the network deal with ESPN, I think it'll get ironed out, but yeah, it's definitely a disappointment right now.
Okay. My number 5 is a gimmick that we've been talking about for most of this year, and that is the belt collector, Mercedes Moné. It was cringy, it was annoying, and it served no purpose whatsoever other than, despite what she says, helping give a spotlight to other promotions, which it should have done. It just spotlighted herself. And thankfully, she has started her reverse belt collector as she dropped the title last week. So that's a start. All right, Ego, you're number 4.
All right, number 4. I will probably be in the minority on this, but it's the shortened reign of Jey Uso as the world heavyweight. That's fair. That's fair. I was gonna say, I know the factors that he was a primary factor of why it didn't go any longer. It's just it was a 4.5-month buildup for less than, I think, 90 days as champion. So
87.
Why won't you let me round up, man? 3 days. Jesus had more time. Jesus had more time, man. Jesus had 3 days.
Wait a minute, are you comparing Jey Uso to Jesus?
I'm not. I'm just saying Jesus had wiggle room of a weekend.
Oh, you poor baby.
Guys, we may want to step back before the lightning strikes him.
Like this one bit.
Neither did the Lord Almighty.
Brad, you're number 4.
I'm calling this unforced errors, meaning the injury bug leading to increasingly bad booking. Now, of course, this is partially, accidents. No one is like trying to get injured, but when they get injured, you have to, do like a hot swap or something. Unfortunately, we've had some bad hot swaps. I mean, most recently we had Seth going down, which dissolved the vision just as it was beginning, resulting in him being kicked out. And then, of course, we had Jake Paul's substitute in onto Survivor Series. I mean, that's the most recent
Logan
one.
Paul.
But you look back.
Logan Paul.
I'm sorry, Jake Paul's his brother, Logan Paul. But when Liv went down and everything, she had a strong momentum going, and they had to alter all the shows. So it's all this stuff. And I don't think as we know, there's been some booking issues. I don't think they're adept enough to handle these injuries. So that's been a huge disappointment. Gotcha.
Matt, you're number 4.
My number 4 is Triple H or Vince's brain, depending on what you believe. He has let SmackDown become lifeless and listless. He's made Cody Rhodes boring. His reign boring. He's let it happen. He's letting premier level, top level talents flounder like in irrelevance, like Finn Balor or Nakamura or Julia or Chelsea Green. People who actually perform in the freaking ring have nothing, and people who can't perform, like Jake Duggar, are getting premier spots. I don't, he needs a wake up call or put his actual brain back in.
All right, Lawrence, you're number 4.
Nikki Bella not going over and winning this belt.
Oh, he got egoed.
Wow.
No, that's not my number 4. My number 4
just made the list.
My number 4 is the initial bungling of Mariah May's booking. They almost killed her with the way they brought her in.
Oh, with AEW or
no, with WWE, they almost
NXT.
and how she went heel made no flipping sense.
I think I can kind of see that, but I think they kind of saw that, okay, this babyface thing, she's a much better heel. Let's turn it quick. and go to the woman from hell, which is a better character.
Exactly.
My
Need to
number
change that damn music too.
my number 4 is not the initial heel turn. It's the 5 months after the John Cena heel run. This was, again, never part of the plan to begin with. This was a on-the-fly move because someone who I'll talk about later at a higher spot decided to interject themselves, and this was the best plan B that they could come up with, and it was simply not good. So the John Cena heel run is my number 4. Ego, you're number 3.
Number 3, you guys know that I'm a big spot guy. I'm not saying the riskier the better, but the flashier the better. That's still safe. And Money in the Bank this year was disappointing to me in the fact that the spots just weren't there compared to previous years. I mean, last year with that, I forget for who took that tumble, but I mean, I thought she died. You know, I can't remember her name.
There was last year. There was Tiffany and Chelsea Green gets knocked off, and Chelsea goes through the tables. The year before it was Io hitting a Michinoku driver on Zoe Stark on
Zoe Stark. Oh my God. Yeah, like I was expecting more. And it's the one thing I say, like, you know, when the women's division, when it's collaborative like that and you do like the Money in the Bank, it's almost assuredly, you know, a 5-star match to me out of 5. And this one just, it felt safe and it was kind of lackluster. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I got that as number 3.
All right, Brad, you're number 3.
It's supposed to be the showcase of the Immortals. WrestleMania 1 was achingly mortal. It was a very lackluster show. There were very few spotlights. Obviously, the women's match we've talked about. The heel turn by Paul Heyman was a highlight, but overall, you know, they still don't know how to. It's showing this two-night thing is just not working, and I think there was probably a lot of behind the scenes. Yeah, we know why money-wise, yeah, but money-wise it works great, but entertainment-wise it does not.
This year it did.
This year it did not. Yeah, this was a very disappointing year. Yeah, and how much does it have to do with TKO's interference?
Right, or someone else's.
Or related to TKO.
Right, Matt, you're number 3.
Well, JV, my number 3 is kind of like your number 4. You're the John Cena heel turn. The John Cena final run. The heel turn itself was great for the top 5 all time. The first promo was the second or third best heel turn promo ever. And his second promo was gold. Right? It was all downhill from there. That horrible match with Brock Lesnar. You know, lots of other stuff. You know, there was some good stuff in there. You know, like the match with Dom and all that. But most of it was I don't think garbage time, but just not the proper use of this final run.
Gotcha. Laurence, you're number 3.
My number 3 is War Games.
Okay.
I don't think I need to say anything else.
Nope. I think we said it all last week. Warrior Games it is. My number 3. If there was ever an example of lazy, uninspired, no plan whatsoever in WWE creative, look no further than the Women's United States Championship. This was bungled from the beginning. It's a dead title now, and I don't know why. Because you have one of the best in-ring talents in the world holding that title, and you nerfed her. I'm talking about Julia. Send her to Raw. Okay, Ego, you're number 2.
All right, so there was a scenario that we all gave where someone could actually go down to NXT, get some training, come back, and hopefully they would be better. They came back at Elimination Chamber looking every bit as improved as we thought they would, and we all got fool's gold on that one. It was the reemergence of Jade Cargill. We all said We all said that, hey, if she could just go down to NXT, get some training, perhaps she can learn better power set, how to shoot a promo, maybe a vignette, come back, be bigger, faster, stronger. And I mean, it was for the 12 seconds that she was on air and in the ring, she looked great, which is great because that's how long her wrestling stamina is. And it's been downhill ever since then. So that's number.
Such growth. Brad, you're number 2.
You know, it is growth, but he sounds so jaded. So anyway. Ego, you were a little too early in your number 4, because my number 2 is the misbooking of Jey Uso as a main event huge talent. The clear disappointment is the fact this happened. He's clearly not ready for what? It's a statement of fact. He's not ready for the big show.
That is so cute.
Yeah, what was that? Was at the end of like the Untouchables? You nothing but something about nothing like a bunch of talking a bad or something, something like that. It's all Jey Uso. Jey Uso is just a bunch of talk. He's literally a catchphrase and pumping his hands up and down in the air. That's it.
He was the Ultimate Warrior,
and has been demoted to tag team again.
Yes. So the disappointment is WWE's booking of Jey Uso. They thought they could make something of it.
Okay, Matt, you're number 2.
So my number 2 is a pet peeve of mine with modern wrestling for the past 3 or 4 years, and it's the number 2 because of something that happened last night at NXT. I'm watching a match. I think it was a women's match. I'm into it. It's a great match. I'm feeling the match. You know, when you get into a wrestling match, you feel it, right? And then the director and the cameraman try to combine their efforts when there's a jumping heel kick into the corner. The lady on the buckle sells by moving her head the right way. The kick looks like it's spot on in the middle of her face, right? But we get the beautiful angle from the cameraman director that clearly shows that she had a half-inch gap between her foot and the heel, showing us no contact was actually made. And I'm totally out of the match, like right there. And time fucking again for the past year or two. You know, like we could all think of these times where there was
Yes, we know.
You know, I could go on and on. You guys heard me rant about this before, but
Yes, we know.
Tony Khan, send them all to cameraman school. Send them all to director school. But we need to stop taking fans out of the matches with this moronic work.
All right, Laurence, you're number 2.
I had to do a switch up because JC Jane was my number 2. And I'm changing it to Jade Cargill. And here's why. They're setting this woman up for failure. Road Dummy is setting this woman up for failure. And they are booking her as a monster heel, not because they have faith in her, but they're having her go out there and beat up people to cover up her damn shortcomings.
Okay. My number 2, which led to a big part of the lackluster WrestleMania, is someone deciding to interject themselves at the last minute again.
Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself.
Rock got involved, then decided he wasn't going to be involved anymore, and left everyone hanging, made Triple H look like a fucking tool. Now, thankfully, he got a Golden Globe nomination. I hope he wins. I hope he wins the Oscar, because if that happens, he's never coming back to the ring again. Give him every fucking award. Give him every fucking award. I never want to see this man again. Fuck Dwayne Johnson. Fuck The Rock.
If the rumors are true, he might let you.
He should be so lucky. Ego, you're number 1.
All right. Number 1 is something that, again, we'd heard that was months in the making. We got the heel turn of a lifetime, and then it fizzled out very fast. Cena's heel turn. I was so ready for this to happen. The promo that he gave the next day was fantastic. It was electric. You thought this was going to be a banger heel turn in Cena's last year, and it was just completely lackluster. I mean, talk about a missed opportunity and flailing all about. John Cena's heel turn, as short-lived as it was, is the biggest disappointment of the year for me.
Gotcha. And I just saw we reached our next goal of 13 likes. Thank you, Chad. Momo, are you there? All right. Brad, you're number one.
I'm also going John Cena, the entire retirement tour from the heel turn, which looked promising, completely bungled, and then the falling apart of the heel turn to whatever's left now. Yeah, he's getting good reaction from people, but this is not how you should celebrate an ending of a career, and I'm concerned about AJ Styles.
Okay. Matt, quickly, you're number one.
Okay, I know you're listening, Cody fucking Rhodes. Okay, you're one of the top merch draws. They put the fucking belt on you. You have a say in what's going on behind the scenes, and you become boring. When you need to go behind the scenes and make them tell you, "Don't make me boring." Get involved in the storylines. Guess who was never boring, Cody? Guess who was never boring? Dusty Rhodes was never boring. Act like your fucking dad and have interesting fucking storylines. Otherwise, you're wasting that belt.
If you will.
All right. Larry, you're number one.
As I stated earlier, my number one is JC Jane, and here's why. I'm not saying that she's a bad wrestler or anything like that. I never realized I was not happy when she won that belt, first of all. But I didn't realize how much I hated the fact that that belt was around her waist until she lost it. And then when she got it back, and I might have thrown something and broken something that didn't belong to me.
Oh,
more
wow.
like my wife's. So
Wow.
but and here's why. If anybody on Fatal Influence should have that belt around her waist, it is Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley is a better wrestler than she is, in my opinion. And Fallon Henley is way overdue for a NXT title run. It should not have gone to JC first at all.
Okay.
And I don't understand. JC's gimmick to me is it's annoying at this point. It is.
Got you. All right. My number one was something we saw in AEW for over 10 months, and it's the Death Riders. It was a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Went nowhere. The second takeover angle in a year, and it was just bad. It was bad. That's all. That's
horrible.
All I can say. So, Brad, I think we have a clear number one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a clear number two, and I think we have a clear number three.
Yeah. If we use combination just in generalities on certain one, that's correct. Okay, I have number three being Jey Uso. With about 6 points.
Correct.
Jaded Feelings about Jade Cargill comes in at number 2 with 8. Yep. And clear overall number 1 is the failure of the John Cena retirement tour.
Gotcha.
I got a question.
Okay.
Make it
quick.
A lot of us are disappointed by the John Cena run. If he had an incredible match with Gunther, would it change your opinion of it?
No.
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 Still an overall disappointment. Just one good. One good test among.
I agree. It's been that bad. That's all it is. It's been that bad. Yeah.
All righty. I want to thank everyone who has been here in the chat for the show. It's been a great show. Another great turnout. And as we head out, Ego, what do you have coming up quickly, sir?
Dude, just waiting for the end of year wrap up. Ordinary Games stream is going to be December 22nd. It's been a few weeks since we've been on just because of Shiro's been sick and we've been traveling back and forth for work. So December 22nd on Sunday at 6 p.m. wrap up show for Ordinary Games.
Gotcha. Mr. Duke Devil 95, quickly, what do you have coming up this week?
Well, on my channel right now, you can watch my breakdown of the 4-minute clip from Star Trek Starfleet Academy. God, it's awful. And then, of course, we have Wormhole Watch this week. We are watching the part 2, the Search part 2, the second episode of season 3. And hopefully I have another video coming out this weekend on our Latin Lounge episodes.
All righty. Mr. One Man Baconator, what do you have coming up, sir?
Our video from the questioners, we drop it on Saturday. We go over a list of 10 reasons Die Hard is it not a Christmas movie, and we debunk them. Then you and I, JV, are both on the show tomorrow with Roman, right?
Yep.
Talking about, I guess you would say, non-standard Christmas films, if I remember correctly.
It's term.
Unconventional, yeah. I'm probably going to drop another video or two little ones on my channel, like a little mini live stream. I'll give a health update as well on that. So,
gotcha. And Mr. Laurence Knight, what do you have coming up, sir?
You guys can catch me this Friday on Abyssal Musings with my co-host Samuel the Infamous, and that is pretty much it.
All righty. And as was said, you can catch me on with Roman of the Empire tomorrow, talking unconventional Christmas films. I will also probably be dropping shorts on Friday, and we will always coming back next week, episode 90, the final episode.
Wait, JB's dropping his shorts on the channel on Friday? What was that?
Yes, that too.
Clip that.
If you're lucky. For the final show of 2025, the best of 2025. But until then, I want to say thank everyone for stopping by. Keep talking, keep smiling. Until next time.
Toodles!
Take care and always have fun.
Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.